Hey guys, it's Jill with another real-time review. Today it's on the L'Oreal Paris Magic Soufflé or Magic Smooth Soufflé blush. I got mine in the color 846 Plume, I guess is how you pronounce it. P-L-U-M-E. And this is what it looks like. It's very moussey, very creamy. It has a very moussey, creamy texture to it. It feels extremely, extremely, extremely velvety, but to me it's like so silky that it's like bordering on kind of like an oily type feeling. This is the swatch of it, and this is what I've heard with a lot of the Soufflé products from L'Oreal is that, and this is really concentrated, obviously I'm not going to apply this to my cheeks like this, but if you can see really close, there's tons of little bumps or lumps of like the product that just kind of combine together when you're blending it out, which is kind of crazy. I don't know. Which is why I never even wanted to try out the foundation because of that fact. There's different ways you can apply this. You can use like a kabuki brush. You can use the Sigma flat top F80, the flat top kabuki F80. You can use it with the Sigma foundation brush and just kind of pat it on your cheeks and then blend it in with your fingers. You can use your fingers. I'm not a fan of using my fingers. You can also use your beauty blender. I'm going to try to go in with my kabuki brush. And apply it. Now it gives a beautiful finish, and when you apply it with the brush, you don't experience that little like balls of product coming up, which is like so crazy. But do you see just like how I just dipped it in, I just dipped my brush into the product and then I just patted it on my cheek, and it's just like covered in balls, which is weird. I don't know. But I do, again, I like how it applies, other than the little ball aspect. Especially with a brush. Like I said, it's very creamy. It blends very, very nicely. It's 9:54. That is when I applied it. So I will come back later on tonight to show you how it's wearing. 6:23. It's been about 8 hours since I applied the blush, and I think it looks fantastic for 8 hours. It has faded just a little bit, but not much at all. You can still see that it's there, which is amazing. Again, this is a cream product, so that is that could have something to do with it. But sometimes when things are so silky and when you do have oily skin, cream blushes actually don't like to hold up very well on oily skin when you don't set them with a powder. I have no powder whatsoever over my face, which is again so amazing. I will say I wore this yesterday. Set it with my MAC Fix Plus, and then set that with my e.l.f. HD powder, and I had this blush on for probably 12 plus hours and it still looked amazing. The downfall to this blush is that it's very pricey. I mean, it's $13. So to some, you know, that's kind of like, well, not to some, I think to all, we can all kind of be in agreement that for a drugstore blush, $13 is quite expensive. You do get, let me see if I can find how many ounces. You get 0.3 fluid ounces, which is 9 milliliters. So, you know, that's not bad. I think that's pretty average for a cream blush. I really, really, really like this blush. Another downfall to this blush is there's only 4 shades. So those are the 2 downsides. Again, another downside is when I showed you the application and the little balls kind of forming. I did a little bit of research on that, and what it said was that it's a matte crystal technology, which actually is supposed to eliminate the traditional heavy opacity for a more translucent effect, allowing the skin's natural color to be enhanced. So that could be why there's the balls. I honestly don't know, but if you are going to apply this with a brush, which is what I recommend, you're not going to experience that, except for, you know, when I showed you, I like patted it onto my cheek. But once I blended it out, there was nothing, no balls or anything like that. It kind of sounded, I keep saying balls over and over and over again. But anyways, another thing is when you look at this blush, you think that it's going to be completely matte, and it is not. It has some pretty apparent silver shimmer to it. But the thing that I like about it is that it doesn't accentuate my pores. A lot of blushes that have the shimmer in it really accentuate my pores, and that's really annoying because I don't like my pores. And yes, there's things that I can do to, and yes, you know, while I still wear those blushes because I do think that they're pretty, I really do like the fact that this does not accentuate my pores in any way. So I think that that's great. Again, I find that it's best blended in with your with a brush, because I find it to be a little streaky and blotchy when I blend it in with my fingers. I can show you on my hand. Do you see, like, I applied it all over here, and there's like tons of pigment right here, yet there's like hardly anything right here. So, and you might be able to see the shimmer to it. Things that I think that they should take into consideration is the price. I mean, the price is ridiculous. For $2, I think that you can buy a MAC blush. So, you know, definitely that's like a huge downfall to this blush, but that and the fact that it only has 4 colors, but it works phenomenal on oily skin. I think that this is one of those products that's going to hold up exceptionally well even in the summertime on oily skin, which is great. It's very rare that you can find a cream product to hold up on oily skin in the summertime, and I really do think that this is going to be one of them. See, I mean, if you can see, like, I have shine already on my face, like, you know, so my skin is still oily. It's just not as oily as if it were like 100 and something degrees outside. So yeah, I definitely recommend this blush. Yeah, so that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you plan to pick one of these up, or if you already have them, what your thoughts are on them. And don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one.